All right. Let's check out. This is a game by Golden Glitch. And their lead designer is Connor Fallon, who was the senior game designer and story design lead for Guild Wars 2, Path of Fire, and End of Dragons. And was kind enough to send me a code for Elsinore, their game. So we are going to check it out. Here we go. So this is Elsinore. I know very little to nothing about this game. I had honestly never heard of it before Connor sent me the code. So I'm glad I finally get to check it out. The water's so pretty. It is. I like the this like painterly. It looks like a painting. All right, start. Let's go.
Ophelia.
Ophelia, there you are, love. This is Polonius. And as usual, doesn't even give me so much as a hello, father. Hello, father. That's better. Oh, am I blocking? Here, maybe I should move my cam up here, maybe? We'll do up here until the game tells me to move it somewhere else. That's better. What are you doing all the way out here? I wanted to be alone a while. It's quiet here.
I see.
Mood. Avoiding me, more like. I have a small favor to ask of you. Your brother's in the throne room, visiting the king about his voyage, but his majesty tends to run over long. Won't you fetch Laertes? Oh, I'm so sorry if I butcher these names. Laertes for me? Tell him he's tardy. As usual, his trunks are sitting in his chambers, open and empty. At this rate, he'll go to Paris with nothing but the clothes on his back. That would come as no surprise to either of us. Of course not. Much as I try, I cannot help but think of how terribly I miss him. And with all that's going on here in Denmark... Denmark! War brewing and such. I think my hair has gotten a little whiter even as we stand here. The nerves are taking quite a toll on me. So fast! Thank you so much for the 78 months.
Don't know what game this is, but looks interesting.
Yeah, did I not know? I didn't know. Also Denmark, well. Thank you so much, Sovis. Appreciate it. This is Elsinore. This is literally just started the game. Oh, I didn't even read it, Talus, to be honest.
Father.
Father, go and have a stroll. Breathe. I'll fetch Laertes.
My thanks.
This is why you're my favorite daughter. Only daughter. And that as well. Also means least favorite daughter. Ophelia acquires the information Father's request. Ophelia learns more about Fine Laertes. The entry will be updated in the journal. Ophelia learns more about Ophelia and Polonius. Their character bios will be updated in the journal. This is your journal. Your Leads tab documents actions you've completed in the past, as well as hints about some mysteries you might uncover. All right. My father is worried about Laertes' upcoming trip and wants to talk to my brother before he goes. And of course, it falls on me to get him. Where on earth could he be? That's me. Ophelia, Lady of Denmark. That's me. As the child of a duke, I have some small amount of standing, but as a daughter, I can inherit nothing. I've lived here at the castle all my life. Sometimes I dream about leaving, but where would I go and what kind of life would I have? Everything I know about the world lies within Elsinore's walls. Polonius, Chamberlain, Duke of Denmark, my father. Polonius is my father and the king's advisor. He can be a bit addle-brained at times, and he loves to talk. A lot. But he really just likes being around people, I think. He always means well. And he's been an attentive father to my brother Laertes and me. Sometimes a little too attentive. It can be stifling. Whoops. Helicopter dad. Hearsay. Your hearsay tab contains information you can share with the inhabitants of Elsinore Castle. Father's request. Father desires to speak to my brother Letes before he leaves for Paris tomorrow. Hearsay. This sounds like gossip. Is that gossip? Can we, like, tell people things they shouldn't know? I like my purple dress. Hi, Horatio. Okay, so I'm, like, choosing what to talk to them about. I like that. Shareable information. Laertes is trapped in a meeting, but my father wants to speak with him.
Horatio.
Laertes is trapped in a meeting. My father wants to speak with him. Ah, the good and fair Lady Ophelia. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Enough with the poetry, Horatio, you flatterer. I was a poet in another life, you know. That was before I was a foot soldier. Then a student. Now I'm... What? Oh. A professional friend? That's not a bad life. You've been a many things at many times. My apologies for the wallowing. You asked about your brother. Court's being held in the Great Hall, I believe. Oh, I suppose you're right. Head there, and I'm certain you'll be able to tear him away. You know, back in Florence, there is no sense of lateness. Men arrive precisely when they mean to, and meals are 6 hours long. I'd be much slower and larger if that were the case here. Yes, bless Denmark. You Danes are always hurrying somewhere. Horatio now believes that Polonius urgently needs to speak with Laertes. Ophelia learns more about Horatio. Ophelia learns more about fine Laertes. Okay. Okay, interesting. I feel like this could get, like these stories and, like, what you tell people can really, like, weave together. They're currently getting permission from the king to leave Denmark. They can be found in the Great Hall. Horatio, friend to Hamlet, soldier, poet. Horatio is Hamlet's schoolmate from Wittenberg. From the look of him, he can't be Danish, but I have never known his origin. He served as a soldier in the latest war alongside Bernardo, and from the way he carries himself, he must be of noble birth, though exactly how, I'm not sure. He is well educated and eloquent, and always has something interesting to say. Okay. My cam again down a little bit here. Shall I compare these to A Summer's Day is not from Hamlet? I think this is just Shakespeare in general. Marcellus.
Marcellus.
I'm looking for my overly tardy brother. Have you seen him around? TC! Thank you for the 92 months, TC.
Oh, wow. I can't think of anything witty to say. Happy Sunday. Happy 92nd.
Happy 92 years. Thank you, TC. Happy Sunday. Great to see you. Marcellus, are you all right?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Lady Ophelia. You gave me a bit of a spook. Been on edge since last night. Just a difficult night's watch. You look like you've seen a ghost, Marcellus. I'm sorry to have troubled you. Been up a little late. Too late playing cards again, have we? Oh, not at all. Irma cleaned me out after the last game, and I haven't gone back to her for a game since. Besides, some of the other boys thought that maybe, you know, the most senior guard ought to not gamble as much. I mean, you shouldn't gamble at all. But what else are they going to do? They don't have YouTube. Well, I won't tell if you won't. I won't tell if you won't. Try to get some sleep tonight. I'll try, I will. As for your brother, I reckon he's meeting with my lord, the king, to get formal permission for his trip to Paris. Seems a strange thing to do on the eve of his departure. Well, yeah, no, this isn't, I'm going to turn this up a bit. So sorry to keep stopping and tabbing out. You know how court formalities are, my lady. I don't make the rules.
Yes.
You'll probably find him in the Great Hall. Very dramatic, Marcellus. Just trying to be helpful. Alright. I love the so-and-so now believes. It's like, it gives me the, like, vibe that, like, we can actually, like, lie to people. I used to play here as a girl. Now, though, with all these heavy skirts, better steer clear. She is running in that heavy skirt.
Bergita.
My father desires to speak with Laertes.
Laertes.
Laertes. If Laertes leaves, this already desolate place will become a lot more dismal. Somehow I feel this is thoroughly your fault. How? You could have convinced him to stay, couldn't you? I don't control my brother, or his itinerary for that matter. Now what will I do? Being a lady-in-waiting is so dismal, attending to the queen's every little whim, following her from court function to court function. It's tedious, Lady Ophelia. If only I were a sad little half-rank girl with no prospects like you, then I'd be excused from this banality. Whew, boy. Hey, Eliandra. Just tell me where he is, Britt. You see the door to the great hall there. Fetch him yourself. I'm not your scullery maid. Perhaps if he's late enough, he won't have to go to Paris after all.
No.
Unlikely. A French coastal gale is calling his name. Oh, what a divine punishment it is for him to sail off to France, leaving me with the boring sibling. Sorry to disappoint. Alas, can't be helped. You've got disappointment written all over you, poor little orphan girl. Wow.
What?
You may be the queen's a lady-in-waiting, but I am a lady of the court. Keep your tongue in check.
My lady.
Oh, I know precisely who you are. Lady Britt giving me the squinty eyes. Goodness. Wonder if it matters that I, like, inform everyone of this. Like, what if I, like, don't tell someone something?
Irma?
Laertes is meeting with the king, but my father needs him.
Yes.
Irma. He is in the great hall, then. Have you been in there yet? Aye, Mikey? Mike? What's got your father all in a rush so? Laertes heads to Paris tomorrow. I think father is merely overworried about his departure. Is that so? Seems the boy has become a man all in a flash. It's been so long since I chased him and Hamlet out of my kitchen with a broom. Then again, probably for the better. My old bat can hardly stand that kind of violence. They were little terrors once upon a time. I'll miss him. The queen asked I have the food ready for the evening meal an hour ago, and yet no one here, least of all your brother. My food does not wait for Danes. Danes wait for my food. She's very proud of her food. All right. My goodness. Nothing but the walls and the chapel this way. Father said Laertes was meeting with the king, did he not? He wouldn't be back there. I just wanted to talk to people. The kitchen. Can we go in the kitchen? Ah! Mr. P's food waits for Danes. I'm the Dane. Look at you, Irma, dancing around like a village idiot. Busy. Irma's hearth used to cook and bake every meal. It rarely seems to sputter out entirely. Irma is always working. Food. Various herbs, ingredients, and salted meat. All of Irma's raw materials, but where are the donuts? The castle cutlery. Irma keeps it spotless every night. I love that you can click on stuff and there's commentary. Pans. All of Irma's various pots and pans. Alright, let's go get our brother. Whoa. These were carved, I'm told, after the last time Elsinore was sieged and rebuilt. This massive fireplace is kept burning by the servants day and night. It's the true castle hearth, I suppose. I like the music. Yeah, I like the firelight wiggle, right?
Hamlet?
My father needs to meet with Laertes. Can you give him permission to leave this meeting?
What is it?
Oh, are we on speaking terms now? You were the one who asked me to leave you alone. Hamlet, that's all behind us. I need your help, please.
I can't.
I'm as much a prisoner to this awful meeting as your brother. You'll have to talk to someone who has any power over my uncle. My queen mother, for instance. Bernardo. King Claudius, Queen Gertrude. My lord. Let me, I want to read the... Hamlet's cute! Brigitta Britt Brockenhus, what a name. Lady-in-waiting to Her Highness. Britt is Gertrude's lady-in-waiting. She can be terribly cruel. We've never gotten along since she came to Elsinore 3 years ago. She is the daughter of one of the most powerful noble families in Denmark, as with most of the people here at Elsinore. Horatio, friend to Hamlet, soldier, and poet. Horatio... Oh, wait, we already read it about him, didn't we? Irma, castle cook attendant to Her Majesty. Irma is one of the most feared women in Elsinore for her quick temper. She is fiercely devoted to the queen, and originally followed Gertrude from Bohemia, where she and Gertrude were both born and raised. Despite her teeth, I've seen that she has a warm side. She loves to gamble. She's quite good. I wouldn't make a bet against her for all the world. Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, former paramour. Hamlet recently lost his father, the former king, who was also named Hamlet. He used to be very popular among those his age in Elsinore, with a much more cheerful disposition, but he's changed, and not for the better. He's extra... What is that, tsundere? He's extra cranky now. Father desires to speak with you.
Laertes.
Psst, have you spoken to Father today? He's in a fit.
What?
Oh, right. I'd completely forgotten. My mind's on Paris already. Hamlet and I both are waiting for an audience with the king, but it's dragging on. Won't you speak to the queen, Ophelia? She's fond of you. She can move this meeting along. I'm just wandering around the throne room. Just walking up to the queen.
My queen.
It's like a point-and-click visual novel. Yeah. And he said there's like romance options and stuff that happen later on. Says it gets much spicier. My lady, my father wishes to speak with Laertes as soon as possible. Oh, no. Have we run over long? I'm sure Polonius is in an absolute fit. Give me a moment. I'll whisper in my husband's ear. Save us, Gertrude.
My lord.
My lord, I tired of this. And besides, I believe young Laertes must meet his father's beckon. My wife is right. We've had enough of political affairs for now. Today is a day for celebration, after all. Young Prince Fortinbras grows beyond his leash. We ought to engage not with him, but with his uncle, the true king of Norway. Bernardo, have Voltimand deliver a message to the king with our terms.
At once, my lord.
Now then.
Now then, Laertes, Hamlet, please come forward. I've been given word that both of you wish to have my formal permission to leave Denmark.
My king.
My king, I want to travel to Paris tomorrow, that I might learn about the breadth of life's offering beyond Danish walls. And I want to return to Wittenberg, because, I agree, these Danish walls are absolutely miserable. I have some concerns about each of you. You are yet young men. Laertes, what does your father say? He is worried, my king, but grants his blessing. Then I must concede. Hamlet, on the other hand...
Absolutely not.
Your mother, the queen, and I would prefer you near to us, Hamlet. You may not go back to Germany.
What?
What? The funeral for my brother is 2 months past, and yet you still wear black. I wear mourning attire while I still mourn my father.
Hamlet.
The time for that has passed. You ought to think of me as your father now. Your father, the king. Nothing has changed.
Yes.
For your own health, I desire that you stay in Denmark. If that's your wish, uncle.
It's pointless.
As is customary, I have no choice. I never do.
Excellent.
Excellent! All is settled. And with that, let us break a little while. Court is dismissed. Thank you, my lord. Thank
Of
you.
course.
You are most welcome, Laertes. Swift travels, my boy.
Ophelia.
Ophelia. Whenever you are done here, come meet me outside. I've something I want to tell you before I meet with father. Hamlet is staying. We know the gossip that Hamlet's staying. The king wouldn't let him go. Hamlet now wants to avoid King Claudius and Gertrude. Hamlet now believes that Hamlet is staying in Denmark. Ophelia learns more about King Claudius and Bernardo. Okay.
Hamlet.
Oh, I think I was able to do that listen to event before, but I didn't realize that's what that was. The boy is determined to hate me. He cannot yet understand what lies beyond the veil of youth, dearest.
My son.
Hamlet is... There is such a darkness within him. I fear it may fester if we allow him to leave us. And what form that festering might take, I fear more.
My dear.
You've done right by him, I promise.
Oh.
Oh. The queen looks busy. Let us hold back.
Please.
Maybe you should hold back, but I'm her lady-in-waiting of House Brockenus. She can see me whenever I like. Do you think your family name gives you power here? A beautiful face, but an ugly soul. That is all you are. Gee! They do not hold back.
Spare me.
And you're an old hag who needs to find a hobby outside the queen's personal life. I bathed the queen and wet-nursed her when she was not more than the size of these two hands. She is like my own flesh and blood. And I'll watch over her until the minute you bury me. Mark my words, Lady Brit.
Fool.
No lady-in-waiting or beautiful silken dress can replace that bond. We'll see, hag. Damn. It is mastery, yes. That's why I'm playing this. Connor messaged me and asked me if I wanted a code to play it, and I said heck yes, because I had never even heard of this game. I love the writing. I love that it's set in the like Shakespeare world with those characters, but it's easy. It's extremely easy to read. It's not like I'm sitting here reading Shakespeare, right? Like everything's very easy to follow and read and everything.
Oh.
Wait, is this the same thing? Oh, I didn't realize I could just do it again.
Me.
Fool.
Okay, Hamlet is saying father's request. This information isn't true right now. Father desires to speak before he leaves for Paris. The king denied Hamlet's request to return to Wittenberg on the grounds that the queen needs him here.
My lady.
My lady, are you happy to hear that Hamlet will be staying in Denmark?
Wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful. He needs all the love, and I can shower on him. I'll try my best to rouse his spirits. My husband is a kind man for stopping the trip. Though Hamlet can't understand now, I'm certain he will someday. Just talking to the king. So Hamlet will be staying in Denmark after all?
Yes.
I did it for my wife's sanity, really. Bless her heart, you don't know how much of her energy that boy's sapped in recent months. She needs some time to mother him here. If he goes to Wittenberg, what then? She'll be a worried tangle for the whole year. He's like, I'll have to deal with her.
Huh.
Hamlet's staying in Denmark after all. And Laertes? Still leaving. What's the bloody point if all the attractive ones are ditching Dana's soil? At least Bernardo's still around. This mess, no, here, So you're stuck here? Yes. While your brother's gallivanting around Paris, I shall be thinking of him fondly from my seat on the chamber pot. Elsinore Castle becomes more oppressive each day. It must be so terribly oppressive being prince. If I didn't know you well enough to tell otherwise, I'd think you were being kind. There are still good things about Denmark, Hamlet. My father was one. You were the other. Now both are gone. Hamlet becomes upset, but will recover overnight. Hamlet now wants to avoid Ophelia. Fine. Hi, Arya! Looks like Hamlet is staying. I'm glad, honestly. This castle wouldn't be the same without him. Though, now I need to get him to cheer up somehow. Why is this not true anymore? Isn't Laertes going? Lord of Denmark Knight Guard Captain. Sir Bernardo is Claudius's right-hand man and the most revered soldier in Elsinore. He doesn't say much, but he's been my friend since we were children. He earned his merits as a young soldier on the most recent war with Norway, riding into battle alongside King Hamlet himself. After that, he quickly rose through the ranks to prominence and even got the king's utmost respect. What's up, Connor? Marcellus don't care. I should note the main writer of Elsinore was Katie, I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, Kironis, one of my best friends since college. That's amazing! Thanks for stopping by, Connor! Heck yes! Thank you so much! Connor gave me a code for this game. I had actually never even heard of it, so I'm glad that we get a chance to check it out. It's $5 on Steam right now during the spring sale. Alright, let's go out here. Boop, boop. Oh.
My thanks.
That meeting. We'd been in there an hour. You freed me. Eternally grateful. I sensed you needed rescuing, even though I know you've been waiting for a return to ordinary affairs. It's refreshing, no? After the dark cloud that's descended on Elsinore lately. The last few months certainly have been odd. Agreed. What was it you wanted to discuss then? You know, Ophelia, I'm going to miss you. And you, brother.
Hamlet.
You. You and Prince Hamlet. You're not anymore... Hamlet and I aren't together anymore, Laertes. I swear it on Mother's grave. Has he given you any trouble? No, he's far more focused on glaring daggers at his uncle Claudius. How long has it been since his father's funeral? A month? 2? And yet he scarcely seems to have recovered. King Hamlet could do no wrong in his son's eyes, I'm certain. No doubt Hamlet's grief has been overwhelming as of late. Hamlet hates his uncle for marrying his mother. I see. Wait, that was his mom. Wait, that was his actual mom. Oh, wait. I see the way he looks. He looks at him. His eyes. Like a kicked dog. Angry, fuming, unpredictable. I know, right? Can't rush. The king orders you to stop grieving. It is both proper and customary that Gertrude married her husband's brother after her husband's death. I have no idea why Hamlet's in a fit about it. Was that the tradition? Yeah, right, royalty stuff. Right. Oh man, that's gotta be weird. That's gotta be weird. It has me worried he might take out his anger upon you. Laertes, you need... I've been saying that name wrong, I apologize. You needn't throw shoes anymore. Throw shoes? You remember when we were small, that one summer when that Baroness and her children came to visit Elsinore? You mean those horrible little boys who pushed you down? Yes, and when one of them pulled my hair and said it looked odd. Oh, right, I'd forgotten. I threw my boot at him. And you've been doing it ever since.
Of course.
I'm gonna turn this up a tad. No one pushes my sister around. Well, unless it's me, of course. They won't. That's what I'm telling you. I can fend for myself now, I promise. I'm not that little girl anymore, and I'm not going to let anyone do harm to me. I suppose that's true, isn't it? You really have changed. I see something of Mother in you now. She could be fierce like that. I likely won't see you before I leave tomorrow, but... Laertes!
Father.
My son.
I believe you still have some things to attend to. Your ship leaves tomorrow morning, after all. You have a little time to dally. You're correct, as usual. I've packed nothing at all until the very eve of my departure. God, sounds like me. Better throw a few of my best doublets in a trunk and call it a night.
Farewell.
Please get some sleep. You'll need it. I heard what your brother told you about Prince Hamlet.
Be careful.
He's right. Prince Hamlet's poison to a young woman like you. I know, that's why I dumped him. And besides that, he's going to inherit the crown someday. It's a delicate situation, that one. I know you loved him once. I'm your father. I see these things. I know I ought not to be around him any longer.
Ophelia.
For another young noblewoman, things might be different, but not so for you. These matters become more difficult for you and Laertes. I'm well aware, father. We both are. But I am no scullery maid. I will not be forced to shrink from him. No, no, I wouldn't dream of asking that. I merely desire your safety.
Yes, father.
Of course, I understand, father.
Sleep now, love.
Smart girl, sweet dreams. Sleep, sleep. It's late, I really ought to sleep. Ophelia learns more about get some rest. Let's read about resting. You can use the map to quickly reach rooms or characters. Oh! We can teleport. Teleport into somebody's chambers. Thought I was in my chambers. One second, I'm gonna... Oh, that was that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm so sorry to keep adjusting the audio. I just want you to be able to hear it, but I don't want it to be too loud. Here's my stuff. Of course, I have the pretty purple bed. This is where I'd seat visitors for a chat. That is, if father ever allowed me to have any. Peculiar Tales, Volume 4. Oh, I borrowed this from the gallery some time ago. It's a Snargle Goldclaw volume. She's reading the smut. I would read all that if I wasn't streaming. It's certainly not a very uplifting tale. I wish this story didn't feel so terribly familiar somehow. On occasion, I like to write here. It's been a while since I had the time, though. What are you doing? My dresser. My dresser, where some of my simpler garments are kept. I'm partial to this gown, though. I like the flower in her hair. I'd better rest a while. So little happened today, and yet so little happened today. Well, then you have time to write. Go write. And yet my eyelids are already heavy. Maybe it's all the advice I received. Is there a cat in this game? I feel like there should be a cat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's having all the nightmares. Was that Hamlet killing her brother? Oh my god. There are cats, are there? Oh my god. What a... Jeez. What a terrible night. Spoilers. What a strange dream. She really needs to stop reading Shakespeare before bed.
Hello?
Is someone there?
Ophelia!
Hamlet?
Is everything all right?
Ah!
His death. I've seen it with my own eyes. And the traitor is my own blood, and my mother. Oh God, my mother.
Worms. Worms and wriggling earth.
All I can see is bile and rot everywhere.
Hamlet.
Stop for a moment. What in the world are you talking about? And why are you in my bedchamber? Sorry. Wait! He looks so peculiar. Something's wrong. Oh, my head feels strange. That dream seems so real. Ophelia acquires information. What's wrong with Hamlet? Tragic nightmare. Learns more about Prince Hamlet's madness. Ooh. Ooh. Hamlet showed up in my room, raving incomprehensibly. He's been difficult before, but this is strange, even for him. What could be causing him to act out like this? Oh. I had a terrible nightmare in which I witnessed death and disaster. It felt so real, like an omen. Hamlet is acting very strange. Something must be amiss. Aught is amiss!
Ophelia!
Don't think I missed Hamlet leaving your room just now, Ophelia!
Father.
Father, I need a lock on my door. I've been telling you, please. What's wrong?
You mustn't.
Only last night we discussed this. Why did I see Hamlet coming out of your chambers? Did nothing I say stick with you? Were you deceiving me? I can explain. And he was half-clothed, too. If only someone else had seen him dashing out like that. I shudder to think of it. Was he? I'm going to have to speak to the king about this. I cannot hide this from him. Unless, I suppose, you can offer some explanation for this transgression. Oh!
Ophelia?
I'm sorry, Father. I don't feel well. I had such an odd vision last night. A vision? No, never mind it. It's past now. I'll sleep better this evening, I think.
Be careful.
Be careful, love. That's all I ask. Carrying on like this, it terrifies me. I don't want you hurt. Ophelia learns about a future event in which the king holds court about recent events. If it can happen in this world, it will appear on the timeline. Ooh. This is your timeline. Here you can see past events Ophelia knows about, as well as future events which might occur. What? Oh my god, look at this! What is this darkness here? This is like doomsday. This is a past event. Here you can see which characters attended the event and what came of it. Thursday, 6:02 in Ophelia's chambers, in which Hamlet's ravings interrupt my sleep, including Hamlet. Future events are marked in blue. Because Elsinore's state is constantly changing, there's no guarantee a future event will happen for certain. Whoa! Future event, Thursday at 9:30 in the Great Hall in which the king holds court about recent events, including Bernardo, King Claudius, and Polonius. Travel to room. So, like, could we try and make, like... Wait, talk to her. Follow? We could just follow her and see where she goes? Just going into the wood. Hi! Just following the queen. What? She's meeting.
Horatio.
Good morning, Horatio. I'm just not here. Good morning, Horatio. Are you well this morning?
Of course.
Of course. Always up for a walk to lift the spirits. You are the only man who will take me for a stroll these days, Horatio. It's as though half the time these days my husband is concealed away in his chambers, lost in thought.
My queen.
My queen. These walks are a treat. Your beauty is so great that when people see us out, I look handsome just standing next to you. Is he flirting with the queen right now? Max stealth. Nat 20 on her hide. You flatter me. Ophelia learns more about Horatio. Their character bio will be updated. Okay. So it'll just keep giving us more about them. Cool. Always watching. Busy. They're busy. We just go live in the woods. The servants draw water from this well to wash our belongings. Ah, Cygnus, you're assigned to the outer gate this week. Forgive me, Lady Ophelia, but I cannot let you leave. Why not? I'd like to go for a stroll. Your father decreed to guard Captain Bernardo that you were not to leave the castle grounds after, well, You and Hamlet. Did we sneak off together? And with all of us guards on thin ice lately, I'd hate to anger the guard captain. At least, not before I recoup my losses tomorrow night. I've said too much. Everybody be gambling. Sounds like there's more to the situation. I wonder if the other guards know more. The guards are acting strangely. They're just like planning a poker night. Of course, Your Highness. The Royal Gardener. I imagine it's a full day's work keeping all these flowers sprightly. Talk to Kitzler. I like that. You can just click on someone as they're walking by and like see who they are. Look at the time passing. The graveyard. Ooh. Wow, it's very like time-based. I like that. Yes, very Majora's Mask, right? These are the royal family graves. The one in the center is Hamlet's father, King Hamlet. Someday, Hamlet... Listen to the music. It's creepy. Thank you so much, Josephel, for giving us gifting a sub to Aria. Enjoy the emotes, Aria. Thank you, Josephel. Someday everyone will find rest. Bryant Woods. No great loss. Sir Woods must have been serenely humble then, or dreadfully boring. Rude. Rude. Max Grossman. Here lies a few of infinite jest of most excellent fancy. Alas, poor man, I knew him well. Grace Kelly. Well, that could have gone better. I've asked around a bit trying to figure out what that was, but no one knows or will tell me. Sarah Villegas? Hold my mead! Those were her last words. Some are ruminating on their meaning still. The words on this tombstone have worn away with time. It's my mother's grave, Elise. She died before I can even remember. I know Father loved her a lot. Father comes to visit her sometimes. Perhaps I should join him. He might like that. Aww. Joanne Dragic. She thought she could find the cliff in the fog. Unfortunately, she missed. And that's why walls were built around castle's cliff edge. Chris Evans. Evs got sick and tired of raiding, died from an overdose of grating. I've never heard of that device in the dungeons before. Yorick's grave. He was the jester when I was young. He was buried in the royal graveyard at King Hamlet's request. The family was quite fond of him. Christopher L. Morrow. Urge no more words. I have no more to say. There's poetry in that. Sunny Hazard, R.I.P. Sunny, too sweet for this world. The sweet are often the flowers that sooner droop their petals. Aw. Someone has carved a heart around the names on this one. Kim and Dan McAuliffe, in death as in life, adventuring together. It's nice to see not all love is fickle. Marcus Faber, 1 foot in the heavens, he followed the stars. Elegant and inspiring, Lord Faber must have been a dreamer. Lady Simona of Denmark. That's it. Philip Martin, he never could pay his bill. I had no idea we buried debtors in the castle yard. Jesse Shell. That. The truth is often dangerous. Would that everyone have learned this lesson? These are the royal family graves. The one in the center is Hamlet's father, King Hamlet. That's really cool. Oh, those are Kickstarter backers. I was assuming they were devs. That is awesome. I love it. Sharkles! Thank you for the 46 months, Sharkles. It may look shallow, but it's deceptively deep. I like the music. Guard. Lady Brit. No, she's rude. Tell her lies. Let's get her in trouble. one of the many guards who patrol the castle. It's hard to tell who's who when the visors are down. Okay, so we can, oh, you can see where everybody is. Who are they? I'm gonna go to the garden. I know, isn't the music so nice? I like the music. Hamlet is acting strange. I had a terrible nightmare. The guard at the gate town seems troubled. Island a nightmare. Oh, I can't share info with her. Hamlet is acting incredibly strangely. Do you know why? This is so unlike him. Rosie and I really ought to talk some sense into him. What makes you take such an interest in this state, Ophelia? I seem to be a target of his mood swings. I'd prefer not to be, so I'm trying to find the root cause.
Rosie.
I think I need to speak with my compatriot Rosie here, in private. Okay. Lady Rosencrantz and Lady Guildenstern now want to placate Hamlet. A future event in which Rosencrantz and Guildenstern desire to meet in private. If it can happen in this world, it'll appear on the timeline. Hamlet is acting incredibly strangely. Do you know why? Oh, Hamlet. He was never like this at school. What makes you take such an interest in his state, Ophelia? I seem to be the target of his mood swings, and I'd prefer not to be.
Farewell.
That does seem prudent. I'll speak with Gilda when I have a free moment. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are two of Hamlet's oldest friends from the university. I hadn't met them until recently. They're both the daughters of wealthy noble families but come from foreign lands. Rosencrantz is the louder and more sure-footed of the two women, and there's a clear imbalance in their dynamic. Something has evidently made them inseparable, though. Rosencrantz, that's the same thing. Guildenstern appears to be the more reserved of the two, and often follows in Rosencrantz's shadow. I wonder what she's like and what she knows about Hamlet.
Rosie?
Listen, Rosie, do you think we've made a mistake in answering to the king's letter?
Of course not.
Of course not. We're here to help Hamlet. But if the king is hanging on every little detail we tell him, we do look like spies from the outside, don't we? But if we love Hamlet and want to see him flourish, then we owe it to his parents to tell him about his state of mind. My only concern is that Hamlet may not see it the same way. And if he doesn't, it could mean our deaths. Yikes. Surely Hamlet wouldn't harm us, would he? I cannot say what he'll do in his maddened grief. No one can. What's clear is that we cannot trust this Ophelia girl. I do have, like, nat 20 stealth. She may have the best intentions, but her inquisitive nature is a threat to us. Let us put our thoughts into action. We'll dog Hamlet's heels. Sick them on him! Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are both voiced by Erica Ishii, who's June. Nice! Nice! Chapel. I've come here to pray before the Virgin ever since I was a girl. When I think of praying these days, nothing comes to mind. All the music is so fitting, no matter where you go. Is that my room? Is Bernardo in my room? Oops, I accidentally here. Okay, don't touch anything. Oh, can I go through the chapel? Oh, I can. Taking the shortcut. Excuse me. Sir. Are you in my... Oh, that's not my room. There's a puppy! Ah! Bernardo and the rest of the guards have all but adopted this one. She seems to like lingering in the guard quarters a little too often, hoping for scraps. Ah! Clementine! Do we get a journal entry on Clementine? Boo. Tell Clementine that the guards are acting weird. We found a puppy! I hear him snoring through my bedroom floor. Oh, it's a different floor. Okay.
Listen.
Hamlet is acting very strangely. Do you know the cause? Oh, I was afraid of this. Yes?
No.
No, nothing. It's nothing.
Your father?
Where's your father? Have you told him about this? I can have a man assigned to your hall in case the prince should bother you further. It's quite all right. He's not a danger to me. Not yet, anyway.
My lady.
Lady Ophelia, before you depart, have you been to the gallery? There's a certain tome there filled with the lives and deaths of royal men and women. The entry on King Hamlet may be of particular interest to you if you're concerned about the prince's well-being. Why the secrecy, Bernardo? Would that I could say, my lady, but I have promised my silence. Ophelia now believes that a death report exists for King Hamlet. Ophelia learns more about Prince Hamlet's madness. Prince Hamlet's madness. I've been pointed towards the gallery. Perhaps something exists there that could give me some clue as to the origin of Hamlet's bout of madness. Oh, this is my room over here. Oh, I see. Second floor. Okay. Okay. Ooh, everybody over here. Oh, is this the event? Wait. Is this the, like, the timeline event is? Oh, it's past. Man, this is fast. Okay. What's wrong? Ophelia presents what's wrong with Hamlet. Okay. Wow, this is... Horatio and Gertrude had a heart-to-heart in the grounds. Oh my gosh. Wow. And then it shows the people who are involved. Oh my gosh. Wow, this could get really involved here. I'm too slow for all this. The Royal Gallery. Wait, but this is... Wait, but that's... I'm gonna go to the courtyard and just see. Because it's colored blue, but I think that's past, unless something else is going on. Wait, because that's...
Listen.
Must just mean like an event is going on? It's all right. Listen, you're not being straight with me. Why are you both here? They're gonna kick his butt. Did you really come of your own accord?
Of course. Oh, what?
Rosie, that's not true. What about that letter from his uncle? Shh.
I see.
My uncle sent you. I knew it. The dog. He's got even you two watching me now. No, believe us, Hamlet. We came only to pay our respects. Not for anything nefarious.
Yeah.
Yeah! Your new father seems worried about you. Hamlet now wants to avoid Lady Rosencrantz. Hamlet now believes Lady Rosencrantz wants to impress King Claudius. My head won't stop throbbing. Man, she's in some kind of like time anomaly. It feels as if something's... Uh-oh. Oh! Ah! No! Oh! Oh dear, this won't do. Who was that? Thank goodness. Father, what happened? You had a fainting spell. You've been asleep. I told you my corset was too tight, Dad. We're fortunate someone saw you collapse and raised the alarm. Who? Some traveling thespian. Peter Quince, his name was, I think. Here to perform a play for His Majesty.
Ophelia.
Ophelia, you must be more careful. I've called for the court physician, but I don't know how soon he'll be here. If something worse had happened, Father, I'm all right. I feel perfectly fine now. And how wonderfully grateful I am for that. If you see that Quince man, you must thank him profusely. I believe he's putting on a performance in just a few minutes in the Great Hall. If you dress and go now, you'll make the start of it. That would be an opportune time to express your gratitude, don't you think? I'll be there. I've got to attend to His Majesty, but please don't overtax yourself, I beg of you. Information, Peter Quince's performance. Learns more about Quince and the Prince Hamlet's madness. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't drink enough water. The performance is about to start. I wonder if that's the man my father mentioned.
My lady.
Lady Ophelia. So terribly. This is like the happy mask salesman right here. Look at him. With the music and his nose and his teeth. This is... Dude, you guys. Does it not look like him, though? So terribly good to see you in the land of the living. I must express my most sincere thanks to you, Sir Quince.
Please.
Is it Quincy or Quince? Please, no, sir. Peter Quince, the one-man thespian, at your service any time, milady. I'm passing through to put on one of my performances for His Majesty's court. When I saw you collapse earlier, you gave me quite a start. Were it not for you, I'm not certain what would have happened. Someone else would have found me. Called the guard. It is rather disarming when one's mortal coil fails one, isn't it? Indeed. On that topic, have you been to Elsinore before? We've had performers at the castle often, but I cannot say I recall your face. I visited now and then over the years. It is unfortunate I have never made your acquaintance. Coincidence, perhaps. Or fate. Now please, you must excuse me. My performance is about to begin, after all. But if you ever find you need assistance in your endeavors, please do find me. And what endeavors might those be? That's neither here nor there. Suffice to say, these are fascinating things at work in Elsinore Castle. This is like the puppet master right here. He's like pulling all the strings. He's like outside the timeline, man. The machine which has been set in motion can no longer be halted. Not now. It will be frightening at first, but then everything will become clear. And then we shall speak further, you and I. No, that's not creepy. Ooh, this music is good. Prince Hamlet is acting incredibly strangely. Well, he would be, wouldn't he? Don't you know about the things he's seen? What do you mean? What has Hamlet seen? A dear old friend of mine. Were I in your position, I might consider asking Hamlet about the nature of his little malady. Being direct in these kinds of matters is often the way through them, after all. The time ticking so fast at the top of the screen, like, stresses me out. Like, I'm missing everything by thinking. Here comes everybody. I was like, is no one gonna watch his performance?
Welcome, one and all.
Thank you for coming, lords and ladies. I, your humble playmaster, have arranged a most magnificent show for you tonight. And with my many changing faces, I aim to please all who look upon me. So he just needs a little music box. So without further ado, a tale of tragedy and woe.
The murder of Gonzago.
Ooh. Yay, murder! Woo! I don't think we've seen this one before, have we, my love? I couldn't remember. Does the Happy Mask Salesman have a song? I couldn't remember. I just love the Song of Storms. Get your ocarina, let's go. It's not familiar to me, no. I, for one, am thoroughly excited. Yeah! Hamlet's like, yeah, murder! Horatio, keep a close eye on Claudius. Watch his face for me. Certainly. But why?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Our tale, my friends, takes us to the fair city of Vienna, where King Gonzago and his wife, Baptista, are not so happily wed. My king, let us count 1,000 journeys of the sun and moon again before our love be done.
Oh,
Oh, my love, I must leave you soon. My form is weak and frail, and thou shalt live in this fair world behind. But never fear, a new husband you shall find.
Oh.
Oh, confound the rest! Loving anyone else would be a treason in my breast. The only women who can love a second husband must surely have killed the first. Naturally, Gonzago's evil brother, Lucanius, has something more sinister in mind. He plans to steal his brother's crown for himself. Ah, none of you shall sit upon the throne but I, Lucanius. Lucanius poisons his own brother as he lies sleeping in the garden. Die, you fool, once and for all.
oh.
What do you call this play again, Gerda? Gerda? Gertie? Gerda? I cannot recall.
Oh, my dear.
The queen comes across the body of her dead husband.
Ooh.
My love, my king, please awaken from your slumber and hold me. My love, why are your lips so pale and your cheeks so white? Oh, he's dead! What is this performance? Who organized this? Hamlet, stop the performance. Haven't you seen what you meant to? Shh, here's the important part. Can we, like, warn somebody? Dad! Busy. Bernardo, Gertrude. Now, as king, the evil Lucanius swoops in to retrieve his prize, the queen! Come now, Queen Baptista. To the altar we must hurry. Ah! I protest. I'll never love you.
Oh.
But, milady,
Oh.
how can I ever love another after Gonzago? What do you think, mother? The lady protests too much.
Stop.
Stop. I need to leave.
Claudius.
I feel ill. I need to leave now. Cancel the
My
play.
lord.
The entire play? Now. Well, that was odd. Hush, Horatio. Everyone will have sweetmeats served in the grand hall shortly. Nothing to worry about. I want sweetmeats. Sweetmeats and donuts for everyone. I knew it. Did you see his face, Horatio? I'll take that spirit's word for 1,000 pounds. I saw it too. He's gone and run off. I'm going to pursue him. I have to know the truth, one way or another. For some reason, Claudius was deeply upset by that play. Did he kill his brother to take his wife? King Claudius becomes upset but will recover overnight, no longer wants to placate Hamlet, and now wants to avoid Hamlet. The play targets Claudius, and Ophelia learns about an event in which the king seeks salvation. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, bye. I had a strange nightmare where I saw the entire royal court killed.
I see.
An ill omen. And what shall you do about it? What shall I do about it? Oh my goodness. Wait, so we can go. Wait, let's look at the timeline. Event is happening now. Hey, P-Doc! I don't know how to do this. Are you even listening, Lord? Come on, Skipper. Come on.
Oh, my offense is rank. It smells to heaven.
Even if you cannot forgive me, I can't bear this alone. Look at her hiding. I cannot bear this alone. Not anymore. Ophelia learns more about Claudius coming undone. The entry will be updated.
I killed him.
Happy mask salesman knew. I killed my brother. The oldest crime and the worst. The castle believes it to be a snake bite which froze his blood as he slept in the garden. Edelweiss.
79 month HHSSSS of Geekery. Much love to the Peach Orchard. Less than 3.
Edelweiss, 79 months. Oh my gosh, that's so generous of you. Thank you so much, Edelweiss. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Peter Quince is from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Thank you. Thank you for educating me on Shakespeare. I know very little. But I poured that poison into his ear myself. I remember the feel of it in my hands. Ew. I don't deserve anything of his. Not this crown, not my wife, none of it. I know it. I know I was wrong. But in that moment, it felt... You know my heart, don't you, Lord? I could see no other way out. I need salvation, yet I am beyond salvation. All those who murder must go to hell. So your divine hand has written. Is it even possible to save my soul? How can it be? Is it really true? He's not even hiding.
Murderer.
So you murdered my father, eh? Now you die for it. Claudius killed King Hamlet. Hamlet believes King Hamlet was murdered. Okay. Do I interfere? Is he... Wow... If I kill him while praying, he's a lunatic. He confessed to murdering my father. I should kill him. But if I do it now while he's praying, he'll go to heaven. Is that is that how it works? Are those the rules? I can't do it. Hamlet wants to destroy King Claudius. Upset. He's upset. Go talk to him. I should go. I'm going to be ill. I can't stay here. I want to interact with someone when they're upset. Blame Shakespeare. Always. It's the middle of the night. I tried to stay asleep. I really did, but I just couldn't. Do you have a lock on your door now? Did you put a chair in front of it? The table? You can scoop the table in front of the door. Not after what I saw.
Claudius.
So King Claudius is a murderer, and no one but Hamlet and I know. There were whispers he'd kill his brother after King Hamlet's sudden death, but nothing with substance. Hamlet must have worked with Quincy to put on a performance he thought would get Claudius to confess. But he didn't kill Claudius when he heard his confession, though I feared he might. Come to think of it, Claudius might come after us now, too. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I'm afraid. What if things get worse? All right, time's ticking. Well, let's look at the timeline here. Okay. It's not even clear to me whether his wife knows, though she surely suspects. Wasn't there, like, information in the gallery? I don't know if that's still there, or if that's past. Was it a cat? Hold up! Is this a cat? Simon! This one's grown large and happy. Irma must have taken a liking to it. Is that a cat? It's hard to tell. Looks like a cat. Yes! Simon. There are lots of books here, but I see the bit of parchment I'm looking for. Physician's report. His Highness passed away last night and my autopsy was performed this morning. The condition of the body is intact with no visible signs of struggle or trauma. It would seem His Majesty died peacefully. By poison in the ear. As to the cause of death, the thickening of his blood at first gives the indication of a snake bite. He was slumbering in his garden when discovered, and of course, it being summer, there is nothing suspicious about being bitten by a snake, though it is most regrettable. However, upon closer inspection of the curdled blood, I detected a faint smell unlike I had ever conceived of, and the bite wound is unlike any snake I have yet seen. Very odd. I am declaring his death an unfortunate accident under common circumstances. Okay. Uncommon circumstances. It's clear that Claudius took great pains to cover up his crime. Such a sad, unfortunate man. She's read the death report. So Hamlet was obsessing over irregularities in the death report, and he suspects there's more to it. Okay. What's this? I like we can find the different peculiar tales. Like this was volume 2, volume 4 was in our chambers. There's volume 1. Love it. Another old dusty bookshelf. King James, I believe, a gentle king who was well respected in his time. I'll like volume 1. Let's do volume 1. Have you often wondered at the true form and character of your lover? Pay careful mind. Here are 8 signs he's foe rather than friend. First, within mere days of your acquaintance, he declares that if you call him but love, he'll be new baptized. This nobleman is a walking source of dramatic show, clinging to any poor girl who crosses his path, abnormally likely to meet his end in poison and tears. Second, he uses the term taming or shrew in your presence, or even worse, in the same sentence. If he attempts to starve you, to break your will, eat his heart out. Third, he suddenly finds himself madly in love with your closest friend after promising you his undying heart. Keep a sharp eye out for fairy dust in the vicinity. Fourth, he sticks a dagger in your back, then blames it on your ambition. Don't worry, your restless spirit will have revenge. Stay indoors on March 15th, if possible. Oh my god, this is hilarious. 5, after you help him murder his friends and cover up the crimes, he begins embarrassing you with inappropriate sobbing at your dinner parties. Even the most heartening prophecy can't revive this relationship. Are you writing this down? Yes, write these down. 6, he tells you your wife has been unfaithful, but offers flimsy proof. Take a walk, enjoy some deep breathing, and stay away from pillows. 7, he tries to convince you to kill your brother. One might think this clear as day, yet this author is continually surprised. 8, sometimes he tells you to go to a nunnery. Other times he tells you he did love you once. Which is it? Send this uncouth boy sulking back to university. So good. This all seems so trivial, but I can't stop reading. Yes. She is. She is in. Love it. Love it. King Douglas. He was a well-humored man and a scholar, noted for his many contributions to this library, among others. He was a teacher to many, I'm told. King Alexander, Hamlet's grandfather. He's intimidating. I wonder what happened to him. Lady Edith, often called the Brilliant. She was renowned for her great intellect and keenly inquisitive nature, not to mention her morbid sense of humor. When I struggled with Latin as a girl, my father often jokingly told me to come down here and ask this portrait for advice. That's cute. Lady Brit. You're hanging out. That's your gran? That's awesome. Up here? That's amazing. I like all these portraits. That's really cool. I'm not talking to you, Brit.
Hamlet,
I know that Claudius murdered your father.
No.
I saw him confess myself. The truth is undeniable now. But it took so much for me to be sure. I no longer know what to do, and now everything's become stranger than before. Too much is already in motion. We have no choice but to see where it leads now. That's right. Oh, found you. It's earlier for you to be wandering out like this. He caught me in Hamlet's room. People keep catching us in each other's rooms. It's not good. Hi, Ram! Thank you for lurking. Happy Sunday. Peachy Chan, I'm sure none of that will ever be helpful. Ah, MS Hart said, that's it. I must get this game for all these tales to read. Yes! It's $5. This is $5 on Steam. Right now. It's early for you to be wandering out like this. I couldn't sleep. Do you need something? Well, something unfortunate has happened. What is it?
I'm sorry, Ophelia.
I'm deeply sorry to be the one to tell you this. Your father has passed away. He was involved in an altercation with Prince Hamlet. Oh my god! I just saw Hamlet. He killed my dad? Father? How? You're saying Hamlet killed father?
Hamlet.
Hamlet wasn't in his right mind, Ophelia. He was raving insane. I've never seen him like that. I'm so sorry. It happened in the Queen's private chambers last night. I wasn't there to save him. What was my dad doing in the Queen's private chambers? Oh my god. Father. Why was my father in the Queen's chambers? How did all of it come to pass? At this time, milady, I have no information.
Sorry to trouble you.
Apologies to have come to you like this so abruptly. I felt certain you'd want to know.
Please.
Please take me to see him. We have not been able to find the body as of yet. Hamlet has gone and hidden it somewhere. My men are searching as we speak. Then how do you know he's even dead? What? I think Hamlet himself is undergoing a complete break from reality of sorts.
He was a good man.
Your father was a good man. This was a horrible tragedy. Nothing you might have done would have prevented this.
No.
That's not true. I saw it. I saw him die by Hamlet's hand in my dream, Bernardo. And I did nothing. I could have saved it, but I thought it was only a dream. Oh.
Ophelia.
Ophelia, it was just a dream. Dreams aren't reality. Whatever vision you saw, it was just that. All this, I feel like I'm going mad. What am I to do now, Bernardo? I just want to be with Laertes. I need my brother. Laertes? I keep saying that different, I'm sorry. I know, Ophelia. I know. I'll do my absolute best to bring Laertes back to Elsinore as soon as possible. And for what little it's worth, I am deeply, truly sorry. You and I have both known Hamlet all our lives. Never did we think him capable of murder. At the end of the day, I am the one wearing the armor. It was my duty to protect your father, and I failed him. Come. I have to break the news to the rest of the castle. Hamlet presses his mother on Claudius's actions.
I bring news.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for disturbing you. There have been some troubling circumstances. The castle is in a state of emergency until my men and I are able to investigate thoroughly. Lord Polonius died very suddenly last night as part of a deeply unfortunate accident. He died at the prince's hand. Oh, what? Oh. That boy! Oh.
Now then.
My men and I are still uncovering information about the event itself. Oh, excuse me. Tides! Thank you for the 81 months, Tides. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. That's right. Play the Song of Time and go back to the dawn of the first day. That's right. I ask for your compassion for Lady Ophelia and Lord Laertes in this horrific time. Lord Polonius served the castle faithfully all his life. Whatever particulars surrounded his death, let us remember him as he was, a stalwart advisor to His Majesty Claudius and to King Hamlet before him.
Ophelia?
I'm so sorry. This is rotten, all of this. Is there anything I can do for you? Anything you need? Donuts? I need donuts. No, just send word to my brother, please. It still hardly feels real, Horatio. Be kind to yourself today. Give it time. I like that. Be kind to yourself today. And now we all leave you. Bernardo!
Bernardo.
You're someone I know I can trust. You should no longer affix such honor to me, my lady. I will spend every night the rest of my life wondering why I wasn't there to stop Hamlet in time. I grieve for your father, and my deepest condolences go out to you and to Laertes. For what it's worth, he was kind to me as a child, and in ways my own father never was. I loved him too. I loved him dearly, and I will never forget the kindness he showed me. Thanks for saying so. What are you all doing in here?
My lord.
I know now that you murdered your brother. What? No. Lay a donut on his coffin. Come now, Ophelia. Where did you hear a thing like that? My dear, I am so terribly sorry to hear about the brutal murder of your father. I heard they only just found his corpse. And I see that you are mad with grief. What is this smile? I see you are mad with grief. I cannot imagine your suffering. I would be surprised if anyone would believe any accusation you'd make right now.
I know what you did.
I'm not insane. I know it's true, Claudius, and you will pay. I am a seasoned man, my dear. It will take more than the idle threat of a little girl to make me afraid.
Farewell.
Now be off. I tire of you. Damn, Claudius. Who believes that Ophelia is losing her mind? Good, he's upset. Talk to him. He's upset. I don't think he'd listen to anything I will say. These two know what's going on. I love this music so much.
Listen.
I'm gonna tell everyone that he murdered his brother. I know for certain that King Claudius murdered his brother, Hamlet's father.
Ophelia.
Now, Ophelia, what good can come of trading in rumors of that sort? He might be brought to justice. He might be contained. To whom is he in immediate danger now? Well, no one at the present moment, but... Then you aim to save no one and only destroy the lives of those who work and live under Claudius. Look, Ophelia, Gilda and I often gallivant from place to place. We have just one rule. Don't get involved. If you get involved with people, you only shoulder their burdens. Suffice to say, we cannot shoulder this one. Whew! Well, what does Guildenstern think about it?
Lady Guildenstern.
Surely you'll believe me. King Claudius is a murderer. I saw him confess.
Oh well.
Oh, we know. We simply don't care. It isn't our business what becomes of this place. We're only visiting, after all. But those beady little eyes of his, who knows what horrors he's capable of? What if he were to come for you or someone you cared about? What then?
Bernardo.
What have your men been getting up to lately, Bernardo? Lately? Nothing at all, of course. We had some incidents with gambling a few weeks ago. I know they do it, but I've banned them from doing it within the castle. It's sinful behavior. It leads to a lack of discipline, and I won't stand for it in the guard quarters. And you're certain they aren't doing it any longer? Cygnus mentioned something about playing at night. Those idiots. I'll keep an eye out, and if I see anything in the future, I will handle it with swift and merciless justice. Castle guards are up to no good. Okay. I have proof that King Claudius murdered his own brother.
Ophelia.
He's standing right there! This isn't a joke. What? Then how did you come to hear such a rumor? I heard him confess it when he thought he was alone. He was praying.
I see.
We suspected after King Hamlet died, or at least my men and I did. But the physician who attended the body said nothing to us of murder. Regardless, so they found the body? This, because someone, or Bernardo before said it was lost. Regardless, he has power over me. I cannot arrest a king. Even if he shouted it from every rooftop, it would take the will of the nobility to stop him. Well, then we just gotta get the nobility on our side. There's nothing that can be done now. Hamlet must be separated from us, from everyone. For the safety of those around him and of himself.
My ladies.
Lady Rosencrantz, Lady Guildenstern, I'm ordering you to go to England with him. Everyone left rather hastily, it seems. I ought to go find out where the others went. What is the... Oh, the old king's body. Okay. Lady Ophelia. What is this? Organization 13. They found me. It's the David Tallis. It's the Master of Masters. Who's there? I am sorry for what I must do. Who are you? For whatever little it's worth, you are innocent of this matter. Denmark as it stands now must fall. It must fall. And you are the lamb whose blood must be spilled. The king is so abjectly useless, he cannot even whiff out a spy in his own court. You've been spying on us? On me? What do you intend to do? I didn't want to hurt you. Not really. They'll never know about this, of course. They'll think you drowned in the end. The louts. No! Shanked! Oh, yo! Freaking death just come to get us. Damn! The world has been connected, tied to the darkness, yes. Well.
Stop!
It was all a dream. Or was it?
Back in my own bed?
How is this possible? I know what I saw. Someone definitely killed me. I saw that shank.
Ophelia.
Oh my god.
Hamlet?
His death. I see it with my own eyes. And the traitor is your own blood.
What?
I knew you were going to say that. How did I know? Have I seen this before? Everything's gone upside down. I need to get out of here. I can't breathe. I can't think. Put a shirt on before you leave. What is happening to me? Is my dad alive again? My head's not pounding anymore. A spy in Elsinore. I'm in danger. To catch a spy. What drives a man to kill his own brother? There's a spy in Elsinore Castle, and I have to find out who it is. If I cannot, then come Saturday morning, I die. Wow. But where would I start? Who could help me?
Ophelia.
Hey! Dad, I'm not leaving your side, Dad. Don't think I missed Hamlet leaving your room just now, Ophelia.
Father?
Only last night we discussed... Is this real? I can assure you, young lady, it most certainly is. This is so strange. Everything's happening all over again. I know I've done this before. Time is somehow repeating itself. I'm being given a second chance. And that means Hamlet will murder father again, just as it was in my dream. Someone's after my life, too. There really is a spy in the castle, and that person wants me dead. I can change it. I have to.
You mustn't.
No mumbling. Speak clearly. How many times have I told you? I know. I'll be careful around Hamlet. I promise, father. I promise. I'm somehow being given another chance to survive. I could change my own fate. I should tell someone about my impending demise. But who can I trust? Mumbling! Right, sorry. Frozen in time. Holds court about recent events. You can now use the clock to fast forward time. Try holding down on the clock to fast forward time now. Wow. It's like the opposite of Life is Strange. I know he was killed in Gertrude's rooms and that Hamlet committed the deed.
Father.
What you saw in my bedroom wasn't my doing. Hamlet burst into my room and accosted me. He's out of his mind, Father. Something's wrong with him.
Yes.
It is true that his mood has been exceptionally poor as of late, but that doesn't excuse. I mean, more than usual. His clothing was torn, he was completely out of sorts, speaking gibberish.
What?
Oh dear, that is unusual, even for him. Once spurned, a young man's heart cannot be so easily tempered. I don't think this is related to my spurning him. Something else is wrong, I know it. Perhaps you'd bring up your experience next time the king holds court, though I'm afraid I don't know whether the queen has any intention of disciplining him. What if you tell Bernardo? What are they doing out there? Bernardo! You're the guard. Protect everybody. I'm in danger, Bernardo.
Listen.
Someone's trying to threaten my
What?
life. What? Who? I don't know, but they are. How do you know? I don't have proof, but let's say I had an unnerving experience which made me doubt my safety. I can add more patrols to the night's watch if you're worried. But Ophelia, you're a noble woman of the court and relatively unthreatening. Who would want you dead?
Please.
Bernardo, please. Haven't we known each other long enough for you to believe me? If you sense someone's acting strangely, ask them to meet with me. I'll speak with them further and identify whether or not they're a danger to you. It need not take the form of some solemn meeting. I'll keep it to a lightweight chat of sorts. My eternal thanks, Bernardo. That's all I wanted. Good guy, Bernardo. It's the Oni! No! The spy is Peachy-chan. But why would Peachy-chan want Ophelia dead? Bernardo has summoned you. I'm hungry. Here's where Bernardo reviews all his paperwork, and from the look of it, keeps anything he's confiscated from the other men. Let's see, is this going on? Not yet. Timeline of current loop. I love it. That's so awesome. I think it's Irma. Hey, Hamlet. Bernardo wants to see you because you're sus.
Hamlet.
Bernardo would like to meet with you privately. Could you report to him, please? If he insists, whatever can he want from me now? Don't kill Bernardo.
Father.
I don't know how or why, but I've lived through the same day before. What? What did you say? It's odd, I know, but it feels as though time is repeating.
You believe me?
It seems it's a common madness in this castle. And now it's gotten into your bones. Well, I won't let you go the way they did. Who is they?
Farewell.
I love you, dearest. Get some rest. What? What? Father's like, yes, I know. Wait, oh, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Is this going on? Not yet. I upset father. What is she out here talking to the Happy Mask Salesman for? There they are. Hey. Man, there's so many things you can talk to everybody about.
Your Highness.
Your Highness, we need to discuss Hamlet once more. My lady, I know how this sounds, but I believe Hamlet is going to kill my father in your chambers. Can you help?
Ugh.
That's a poor jest, and cruel of you to say. Certainly my son is disturbed, but to call him a murderer is an insult I thought you incapable of. Do you have any plans to meet with my father and Hamlet? Not the both of them at once, no. What brings you such concern? If you're worried of any misdeeds taking place in my chambers, I keep them very private. Hardly anyone has access without my explicit permission. And why were you meeting with my dad? This is, of course, to prevent exactly that sort of sordid business from happening in the first place. The Queen's chambers are locked. The door to Gertrude's chambers is locked, but I won't let that stop me. There has to be a way to get inside. Someone close to her must know. I think Irma would have a key.
Irma.
I need access to the Queen's personal chambers. Can you help me? I have a key. What need do you have of it? I'd just like to take a quick look around. There's something I'm looking for. Rummaging around in my lady's chambers? Ha! Guts, but no tact. Everyone knows you're too curious for your own good, my lady. Isn't there something I could do for you in return? A favor of sorts? A woman who strikes deals. Far too few of those around. Yeah, I'll bite. I've been known to gamble now and then, but the cowards who play with me are too delicate to play my favorite trick-taker, rough and honors. Instead, they stick to only the games they think they can win. Round up my card partners, persuade them, and you'll have yourself an exchange. Not to mention, if the guard captain sees me rousing up his men for immoral behavior, he'll be furious. Pious lout. That'd be Horatio, Marcellus, and the good Lady Brit, of course. If you tell them all I want to strike up a game, come back here. Only then shall I unlock the room for you. Irma wants to play cards. Man, this is crazy. Hamlet's acting incredibly strangely, and I'm not sure why. His insolent attitude weighs on my lady's conscience like a fat stone. A burden, a disgrace, nothing but a nuisance my poor Goethe must deal with him day and night. The boy needs a firm hand and gets none. The last noble who suffered from such a broken mind put everyone through even more strife before her death. I hope his end is less painful.
What?
What do you mean by the last noble?
What?
Lady Astrid. You did not know of her? No, I suppose you wouldn't. It happened long before you were born. Those of us with eyes in our heads know better than to speak of her. But visit the gallery. Yes, the gallery. Not all traces of a woman can be removed, especially one with blue blood. The gallery. Hamlet must be disciplined. Queen Astrid. Irma's ire. Queen Astrid's memory. My goodness. I just can't believe how interwoven this is.
My lord.
My lord, I know now that you murdered your brother. So you intend to, what, threaten me in public?
No.
No, if you really want to speak about it, let's speak in private. I'll tell you everything there, yes, the truth. I'll even have Bernardo accompany you for safety if that puts your mind at ease. Claudius invites me to speak privately.
My queen.
What is wrong with your son? We have a date to talk about murder. Hamlet is acting strange. Do you know what's wrong? What again? Oh, my poor Hamlet. I fear he is well and truly mad. His behavior is beyond even regular mourning. My husband and I will speak to him. This is troubling news. Thank you for letting us know hastily. I don't know how or why, but I've lived through the same day once before, as though time is repeating. Perhaps you've been ill and are only just noticing it. When the color comes over me, I feel faint as well, and strange, as though time is passing slowly and yet quickly.
No.
No, it's not like sickness, it's real.
Ophelia.
Oh dear, Ophelia. Have a lie down, have a bit of wine, and come back later. Why don't you? I'm certain you'll feel good as new. Just have some wine and lie down. Mina! Hello, little hound. Have you been chasing hares? Yay, pet the puppy!
Listen.
Someone's after my life. Do you know who might want me dead? Oh dear, I suppose that is rather harrowing. Well, have you gravely offended anyone as of late? No? Are you pregnant with anyone's illegitimate child? Not to my knowledge. Hopped into bed with anyone's husband, or wife for that matter? Again, no to both. That I am pleased to announce that all possible reasons for your demise have been exhausted. Go and live without fear. Someone's after my life. Do you know who might want me dead? You? Certainly not, but... Oh, Ophelia, mon Dieu. I've just been struck by genius. What if I pretended to be dead, just to see what would happen? I don't follow. I've always wanted to know what my funeral would be like. Now's my chance. It's brilliant. Ophelia, you've got to tell everyone I'm dead. They'll all come to the graveyard for a magnificent funeral, and then I'll jump out and surprise them. If you do that, we'll have a wonderfully funny time pranking the others. I just know it. And when they find out you're alive and well after? Right, I'm sure they'll all be so relieved they'll instantly forgive me. All right, Ophelia, go spread the word. Tell everyone there's to be a funeral. I'll be waiting. In the meantime, as soon as I'm able to, I'll go run and hide so as to not spoil the fun. I've got to say hello to Hamlet first, though. It would be rude to hide before that. This can't possibly end well. Go say hi to Hamlet. Lady Guildenstern now believes that Guildenstern is dead. I love the, like, auto travel to the rooms. My king, I have a grievance. Sorry to interrupt the flow of the war chamber, so to speak, but it's a pressing personal concern. Speak your mind.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is acting quite mad. He threatens Ophelia's safety and her happiness, too. Oh, my poor Hamlet. I agree. He's been doing poorly as of late.
Now then.
But I believe I have identified the cause. Hamlet is lovesick. He's a man obsessed, and he's after my daughter. She told me he accosted her in her private chambers, in her own bed, mad as a horse in heat. Heated as a stag in rut, as a hound in... I get the point, Polonius. Excellent, that's all I wanted to impart. Of course, I've given word to Ophelia to rebuke him, disregarding whatever dalliance they once had. As well we know they did. Once. But if all this is true, then Hamlet is in a worse state than I anticipated. Are you sure he wasn't invited in? Not a chance! That is no offense to young Hamlet, of course.
My lady.
My lady, what my father says is true. I didn't invite Hamlet into my chambers. And he seemed to be unusually disturbed. Oh my apologies then, Ophelia. When he returned from Wittenberg, I thought, well... Now, none of that talk here, love. Interesting. There may be more to this than mere lovesickness. What do you mean by that? You and I should meet to discuss this further privately. Perhaps tomorrow. In the meantime, Lady Ophelia, I urge you to stay away from Hamlet.
Of course.
Of course, my lord. Ophelia was... Okay. So he told my father to stay away from Hamlet, and Hamlet killed him. They plan to catch Hamlet? This will not happen based on current conditions. Oh, look at that. And then the X, is that future event? King Claudius and the Queen confront Hamlet. Unlikely event. Father and the King plan to catch Hamlet. Interesting. Wow, I can't believe how, like, intricate this is.
Now then.
I turn to the court with a more pressing matter. My lord, I believe the possibility exists that someone disloyal to Denmark exists within this court, and they may wish to do you harm.
Spy?
You mean a spy?
A spy.
Indeed, a spy amongst us. I have a good reason to believe this threat is real, and may even be from outside Denmark. For example, though I welcome Fortinbras's request to cross our lands on his way to attack Poland, we cannot ignore that he recently threatened to wage war on us. A missing keyring. Coded messages found just outside the castle. These are the signs of subterfuge. We have dealt with it before. I believe the threat is not simply outside Elsinore's walls, but within them as well. Come to think of it, I found certain personal items of mine disturbed last night, after my door was bolted for the evening. If true, this is deeply worrying. We must be diligent. However, as we have no culprit in hand, I cannot yet take this threat seriously. Bernardo, I task you with speaking to all those who might have further information. Yes, my lord. That is all. You may adjourn. The king is sprinting out. There she goes. Where are they going? God, this is so intriguing. I'm gonna have to stop because I'm just like really tired and hungry, and it's a lot of reading, which I can't do for too long. This is like really, this is way more compelling than like I expected it to be, honestly. The game just ends. Just bam. Yeah, no, that was amazing. That is $5 on Steam right now. It's normally 10. It actually recently got its price lowered to $10 is normal price, but yeah, it's $5 on Steam right now. Let me get you the Hamlet Tuesday. Oops, where was the? I lost the link. Hold on. Oh my gosh, yes! Thank you so much to Connor for the code. Like, I genuinely really enjoyed that and want to play more. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it too. Where is the link here? I lost it here. Here you go. There we go. There's a link to it on Steam. So I mean, at least put it on your wish list if you can't pick it up right now. But it's $5 in the spring sale. So wow, I am so like intrigued by all of the I can't even imagine like the giant chart of like all of the dialogue options. And if you talk to this person before this person, if this person knows about this, then they're gonna respond this way. Like that must have been beyond insane to like put all that together, and it's all done so well too, and it's all written so well. Amazing. I'm so glad that like I got a chance to play that. I otherwise probably wouldn't have played that, so thank you so much for that. The bundle it's part of on Steam is Shakespeare Shenanigans. It has 2 other games I've had my eyes on as well. Definitely getting that. Nice, very nice, perfect. Perfect. That's the perfect bundle name. Shakespeare Shenanigans. Love it.